welcome you to this 11th annual conference. Now, in the 12th year of its life.
I still believe that the future is bright for both South Asia and Southeast Asia, but there's some homework that we need to do.
That is why ISAS is here, to pull together the South Asian side.
What is possible here should be possible elsewhere. For the rest of us, if there is a hill to climb, waiting will not make it any smaller.
That has also brought on the table the ability of India to administer GST when it comes to GST being interpreted as a huge technological leap.
And therefore, I think South Asia and its maritime dimension has an important contribution to make into looking how we are going to sustain the global economic order as we have known it today.
Perhaps can start thinking a little bit about how to implement the right structures and patterns of collaborative economic growth, linking hubs, superimpose on the old regional trade route that crisscross the region.
That the enormous change that we are now living through insofar as global politics and economics is concerned is something that should be a matter of great interest to the countries in South Asia, and they should work together rather than against each other.
The Silk Route through Afghanistan is being built, establishing modern trade, transit, energy, and communications links at the crossroads of Central, South, and Southeast Asia.
Will China play its role to help them renegotiate relationship? I mean, these are big questions to which one does not have an answer anymore.
We have to create a different kind of a mobility regime to be able to address it, to usher in a new era of wealth creation.
So we have sensibility in Pakistan and in India. So we should be sensitive as our friend have been sensitive, and eventually create a win-win-win collaboration.
Who need to perhaps better communicate what role they seek India, the desire for India politically and in terms of security. Willing and capable partners are in short supply to India's east.
The institutions and these platforms that ISAS is playing, I think it is playing a pivotal role in bringing South and Southeast Asia together.
The way I'm reading Myanmar foreign policy at the moment is to obviously maintain its position and its relations with ASEAN, but its focus being much more on the northeastern part of Asia rather than the southeastern part of Asia, which I think is quite an interesting development.
Will it be able to play the global role it has the weight to play? It would contribute greatly by playing, but unless the capacity for implementation improves, can that happen?
Envisioning, we are very strong on it, and there is some self-criticism I owe to this audience. On action, we have not been so able in the past, and that's where the challenges lie for India's foreign and security policy in the immediate and larger neighborhood.
We can, in this sense, reject history because we can learn from history, and we can learn that international relations became more and more complex, that we are living through bounded rationality, where half of the states are already post-industrial.
And that is something that's needed. It's something that's needed in countries like the UK, but in the current political climate, things are moving in the opposite direction.
How this growth rate can be premised on an edifice of governance where it will ensure that the benefits of development plus globalization does ensure economic development of a sustainable type and is also inclusive.
So this session is expected to bring together and look ahead at South Asia's prospects from the prisms of ISAS's research foresight, diplomacy, democracy, defense, development, and diaspora.
Like so many other things about the new U.S. administration, to what extent this factor takes on in importance remains an open question, adding further to the uncertainties about the future direction of U.S. policies in general and policies toward South Asia.
You're stuck in a situation where actually the notion of a coherent South Asia itself is going to be in doubt, and I think dealing with that potential possibility, can we prevent it? Can we restore restore the logic of regional integration, or there's going to be, all of us are going to look at different directions for future integration? That, I think, is the last challenge.
I don't think that scenario of drift, in other words, an extrapolation of the present, is, as we economists would put it, a stable equilibrium. And that's not how Sri Lanka works. I think the present situation is unstable.
This outward-looking orientation on both sides, that is on ASEAN as well as India, and the mutual goal of strengthening the India-ASEAN strategic partnership is likely to continue as regional as well as external powers adjust to ongoing global as well as regional power transitions in Asia.